Welcome to Fastang 444. This is a compilation of head-to-heads and final showdowns and exciting moments from this day. And this one starts out where I am in this level 5 Porsche. And it's going to be Final Arena 5. So I am just going to full send it into the final arena. There's a car over on my right there that looks like they were attempting the same type of tactic. So let's send it. Someone just got into a level 10 Funko there. And watch this. This Funko is chasing a Rocky. And I just happened to full send it right by them. Challenge the Funko, and I have enough time to complete this race. It's just over here on this road. The finish, that is. And I actually make an error after I take the Funko. I don't have enough time to go back to the point I normally leave at, which is around the triangular shaped intersection close to where I challenge the Funko. I should have went around, I should have continued on the line I was on actually and gone around the trees and started heading towards the point I would leave. Actually, the road that parallels this road I should have taken, that goes towards Guanajuato. So I will be late on my exit. And off I go. 4 drivers left. I am in 4th place, of course. And the finish is in or around Guanajuato. So I will go over to this road that I should have been on. And somehow wound up in 2nd place. And thought I might have a chance here. If I could get a clean run over to the finish, we will see. I'm in 1st place for a moment here. And the finish does not appear to be in Guanajuato. It looks like it is on the south side of Guanajuato. So I just need to get through this area without hitting anything. I'm back in 2nd place. I jump over a building, narrowly miss another one. And it's not looking very likely I'm going to be able to win this. They have a decent lead. I know there are some rolling hills with trees over here, so my only hope is they run into something, but they are already on the road, heading over towards the finish here. So, a 2nd place. Here's another game, and it's going to be Final Arena 8, and I like to actually go over to the Suspension Bridge Tunnel Road and try and catch someone that is out of position, possibly heading the wrong direction. So I can make it over there inside the next arena. So I am heading over there, and right when I get to here I can see another vehicle. It's right over here on my right. They wind up chasing me. I'm bumping off a tree, so they are gaining on me. They are in a level 8 Nissan GTR. It's unlikely I am going to win this. I'm trying to bump them, and I was almost successful at railing and do a barrel roll. That's a first for me. And I went on to lose this head-to-head. I was hoping they would overshoot a turn and run into the trees there. They did not. Someone just got into a Funko F9 with 30 drivers left, and I am right over near the entrance to the tunnels, taking a peek at this drop. And the arena just shrunk a little while ago, so these drops are all new. Nothing of interest. This vehicle is coming over to look at this drop, so I will wait till they get right within range to challenge them. They are in a level 2 Volkswagen Golf R. I can see the finish is across the waterway, and I am going to take the south to north wet season river jump. You see the angled road here to the right? If I go into the river in line of that angled road, I will spawn on the north side of the river. They are going on the peninsula. You can't cross where they are heading into the river. Right where that angled road is to the right in line of that. Watch this. North side of the river, facing west, which is perfect. Sometimes it'll face east or west, I'm not sure. But I will just head over to the finish and win this. It's a nice shortcut to know about. You can use it in head-to-heads or trying to evade somebody. So I wound up in this exo set and challenge this vehicle once I catch them now, and I start heading over the direction of the head-to-head, and I'm running into this building awning supports. I actually thought I lost this head-to-head, and they must have had issues too. I am still somehow in first place. So I will go around the hills here that are off to the right, around the solar panels there. And I'll speed this up here. It's pretty uneventful at this point. I am just going over into new leg. 13 drivers left, and I am getting into a Mercedes AMG GT. Great car, but I wasn't able to catch someone out of position. That's what I was trying to do here. Head-to-heads, finish around this area, and then would go back between these hills that are ahead, and I was unsuccessful. So I am going to use this AMG GT to try and win and influence the finish over this direction towards Tunnel Road, I call it. So I was debating about taking the common direction, going over and taking the highway, and then I saw this Mercedes AMG 1, and this solidified my plan to influence the finish this direction.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
Trying to time my exit at 3 seconds. I exited at 2 seconds. And when the finish point appears, success. I influenced the finish over into Tunnel Road. So I need to get on this road once I stop running into these stone walls. And I thought it was on Tunnel Road. It is actually behind Atlantis de Tula. So it's good I open up the map. It's always wise to open up the map and pick a route. And I'm familiar with this route. I am looking for a dirt road. Where this paved road off on the right is, it turns into a dirt road. Not the suggested route off to the right there. You can see this intersection and the dirt road that goes off of that. Roughly along the line of this dirt road is a clear route through the trees. This will get me over to Atlantis de Tula, the west side of it. There's a car on the mini-map behind me, but I will get to the finish before they can, so I will get the win in a successful, influenced finish in the AMG GT. And I'll pause this here. For a millisecond, it flashes the 4 closest drivers. Sometimes it's more defined over others.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
I'll point this out here. I prefer a quieter horn, so there's a delay when I engage in a head-to-head before someone realizes it. Alright, on to this game. Found this level 6 Porsche 959, and I'll jump ahead. Here's another Porsche 959, but right next to it is a level 6 Exocet. So I am going to take the Exocet, so no one else can have it. And then I'm going to go over to the level 6 Porsche 959 and take that, get into the level 6 that I was in, that I wanted to remain in. Now no one else can have either of those drops, and there was a car coming over to those drops, so I'll speed this up. I wound up chasing them, engage in a head-to-head, and through this gap in the trees for the win.
Opponent eliminated.
Into a Mercedes AMG GT. I'll speed this up here, and I'll pretty much show this whole game. This was an exciting game, and I could tell it's going to be Final Arena 1. Here's a level 8 MG Metro, and I am heading the wrong direction. It was a miscalculation. It's going to be Arena 1, and I am heading over towards the stadium. So they are on the road already, heading towards the finish. I have a lot of ground to make up. Even though this is a much faster vehicle, it's unlikely I'm going to be able to make up this ground. So I had already envisioned losing this head-to-head. And the finish is just beyond the cloverleaf on the ramp on the right. And look, they wound up going off too soon, and I passed them and wind up miraculously winning this head-to-head. That was very unlikely that I thought I was going to win this, so I'm heading over here. It gives me the option of MG Metro or take their MG Metro. Pure principle, I am going to take their MG Metro. And I found this Audi S1, engaged in a head-to-head, and I will speed this up here. This was pretty uneventful. I just needed to get over to the finish and get into a level 9, into something faster, which I do. They tried to give me a little bump, and I wind up in the Hoonigan Group A. What a great vehicle. And I tried engaging in a head-to-head with that vehicle. They had just completed a head-to-head, and two of them go off, engage in a head-to-head, and I can see more defined now. It's going to be Arena 1, and that vehicle that was nearby, we danced around a little bit here. I'm trying to get on the side of them, and then with motion going towards the direction of the head-to-head, and Swift is going to not be swift enough. They rage quit instantly. So they're actually doing me a favor. I can just take this Lamborghini Centenario, and I was hoping to get into another head-to-head so I could get into the Funko, which has a higher top speed. And look at this vehicle coming on the pyramid strip. I narrowly averted disaster there, so I am going to go over on the highway. And right when I get to here, here's a vehicle that was parked on the perimeter. Same plan as and they take off. They have something very fast. I'm not sure what they were in, but faster than what I have. So I just stayed here, hoping I could catch someone out of position coming down the highway and engage in a head-to-head. That didn't happen. So I am going to just wait until the final arena is getting ready to shrink and full send it. Maybe I can go by someone in a higher level, or not a higher, something faster. Mercedes AMG 1 would be nice. I've actually done that before doing this. Someone sits right around here, and I go by them with speed and eliminate them and take their vehicle. But it did not happen. So I am just getting in position for the final showdown, and look at that. Someone just got into a Mercedes AMG 1. And here is a second Mercedes AMG 1 in this final showdown. So my hands are full trying to beat two Mercedes AMG 1 in the Lamborghini Centenario.
Get ready for the final showdown!
This is the point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 1. The range of time to leave is 22 to 25 seconds. I will leave it 25 seconds. Here's the other Mercedes AMG 1 that I go by, and I have a glimmer of hope here. I have speed as I exit right at 3 seconds with speed, but the Mercedes AMG 1s will catch me. They are so much faster on the highway. So my only hope is they bump into each other and eliminate each other. That's what I was hoping for, and I look back and they are in different lanes. One's in the left, one's in the right. My plan is to try and block the one in this lane, bump them, block them, whatever, and I miss. They averted that, and the finish is just beyond the solar panels between the hills, so I am going to try and jump over towards the finish here, and I will be in second place. This game, you can see I'm in the stadium on a car drop search, and I find a great car, the Audi RS7, one of my favorite cars in this game. I would say it's more of a level 9 speed vehicle, and I find it when there are 19 drivers left. And I will fast forward this here. Come over on the highway. I was hoping to find someone parked here and go by them with momentum. That didn't happen. Open up the map, and I can see it's going to be Final Arena 14. That's all around me legs, so I full send it and do get by someone with momentum. So I, on the way, see this Turbo 2007 got into a level 10 RS200. I decide to stay in the Audi RS7 rather than take the Bronco, because it was getting later in the game, and if I did not get into another head-to-head, I would just use this in the final showdown, and that is what I am doing. So I'm over here on the perimeter. I was concerned they were going to try and ram me outside of the arena, so I'm watching them intently. For whatever reason, they came over and wanted to get into a head-to-head. There is not enough time to complete a head-to-head. So off they go. And so I just got into a level 9 Fiesta. So I am going to try to influence the finish towards Tunnel Road, towards the Suspension Bridge Tunnel Road. And this is Arena 14. So I will head east, pretty much on this road, on the south side of the water. It's the wet season, so if I can successfully influence the finish, then everyone else tends to go to the highway or to the north side of the waterway in this final showdown. So let's see how I do here. Look at the mini-map in front of me on the edge of the map. Turbo 2007 that was in a level 10 left early and is eliminated. I wind up leaving at 0 seconds. When the finish point appears, it is not on Tunnel Road. It is, let's see, I'll open up the map. It is just on the east side of Teotihuacan, the pyramid strip. So I will pretty much follow along the suggested route and go on the low side of this hill that is up here. Get through a few trees. Cut it close to this ridge. I know to slow down through this turn here so I don't overshoot it and wind up in the river there. Get stuck down there. Follow along this dirt road. Once I am beyond this intersection that's ahead, I will angle over to the left. There's a road that goes along the south side of the pyramid strip. There is a vehicle on the mini-map behind me, but look over on the left there. They are in a Nissan GTR. They have to try and get through the pyramid strip. So if they have a clean run through the pyramid strip, I may just narrowly lose this. Look at how close this is. I will slow this down. Like I said, that's a Nissan GTR coming in very quick. I get just across the finish for the win.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Click that button on the bottom right.